Hey, welcome back, welcome to the channel, welcome to a new video. Today is a video all about you. This is going to be a pick a card video. I haven't done one of these for a while. I like to do them every now and again, and I know that you guys do enjoy them as well and enjoy the messages and resonate with them on some level. Just for your information, if you ever come across this video at a later date, it doesn't matter. The messages are meant for you, so you're meant to see this video whenever you're meant to see it. And basically a pick a card is for you guys to pick a crystal at random, or maybe a selection of crystals that I'm going to let you know what I've got here. So in front of me I got three separate piles of cards, and each pile of cards has got one oracle card and three tarot cards. The oracle cards are from the Angels and Ancestors deck by Kyle Gray, and the tarot cards are from the Modern Witch deck by Lisa Stirl. And as I mentioned, I've got a crystal placed upon each pile of cards. So now this is basically down to you and also myself to read the cards and whatever messages may come through for you today, for you to receive those messages of healing, of positivity, of growth, whatever they may be for you, and whatever resonates you can take. What doesn't resonate, just leave. There may be messages within the other cards that you haven't picked that may come through that you need to be aware of, so do stick around for the full video, because as the information comes, it just comes as it needs to come. And if you're there and you're watching, then you will receive what you need to receive at that time. So over to you guys now, just for the time being. Just forgive yourself a couple of minutes to just center yourself, just take a few nice deep breaths in, just clear your mind as best as you can, just come to the nice central point within your heart and just be open to the messages that you need to receive, and be open to which crystal you feel drawn to. So I'm going to use the names of the crystals, and I will show you the crystal in the screen as well. So the color, you may feel a pull towards the color, you may just feel a resonance towards the name of the crystal, but if that's the crystal that you feel drawn to, then choose that crystal. If you choose more than one crystal, that's okay as well, that's fine. You may even choose all three, it's entirely up to you. So here we go. I will call the names of the crystals out twice, so not 4 times but twice, so it gives you a chance to just feel the energy of the name of the crystal, what you feel, what you see from the crystal. Okay, so first pile of cards that I've got here, we've got a piece of bronzite on top of them. So if you feel drawn to bronzite and that color, then pick that one. Like I say, I'm going to call these out twice so you can hear them. The second one, we've got snow quartz. So if you feel drawn to snow quartz, pick that one. And the third one, we've got amethyst, the classic, good old amethyst. So those crystals one more time again, we've got bronzite, we've got snow quartz, and we've got amethyst. So whichever of those crystals you feel drawn to, choose that one. Like I say, it could be a multiple, it could be 2, it could be 3 of them, whatever you feel, just go with that gut feeling. And I'll just give you a few moments just to come to that realization, and just be open to whatever messages need to come through. Like I say, if it resonates, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It doesn't matter. But just be aware that things that don't resonate currently may come up in the future, or it might be something that might cross your path that you need to be aware of in the future as well. So when you feel ready, we shall begin. And don't forget as well that this video is currently being made just before the full moon, the strawberry full moon in June, and it's also being made on the summer solstice as well. So it's a big transitional time. It's a big portal of energy for us to be aware of. As we get through the first half of the year, you will feel, as you get to around about June, May to June time, your energies do lift. One, because you're getting a lot more sunlight. You're probably getting better sleep. You're probably feeling more rejuvenated just because of the sleep and the sunlight, which is totally natural. Plus the energy shifts on the earth as well. There's a lot of wonderful energy being blasted onto the earth at the minute from the sun, from nature, from the growth that we see around us. And that is basically what the first half of the year is showing us. It's showing us growth, it's showing us transformation. And I think these kind of readings are always really good to tune into halfway through the year, just to see maybe where we've come from, and also to give us an idea of where we're going and what may lie ahead for us. That's what these messages are going to hold for today. So let's get to it. First pile of cards. I haven't seen any of the cards. I've just pulled them and put them down, so I have no idea what they are. So we've got Bronzite. So if you chose Bronzite, then that's quite apt. Then this message is for you. So we've got, someone is in a very, very good place currently. Someone is in a really powerful place. Someone who's feeling very grounded. We've got, ironically, Summer as the Oracle card. Which is just about currently basking in joy, basking in your light, basking in your own presence, but we'll come back to that a little bit. We've also got the Chariot. We've also got the King of Pentacles. And we've got the Empress. So, like I say, we've got someone here that is very stable within themselves, very much grounded, but also on a bit of an inner journey as well, as we all are on some level. There's an element of you that is in this place of power, but you're also needing to just take a step back. You're needing to just sort of like retreat a little bit. It can become a little bit overwhelming when you just get a little bit too much. When you maybe you're in a place where you just need to just become a little bit more humble with yourself. Just tune into who you really are. Maybe the feeling that I'm getting is maybe people have kind of pulled you away off your path a little bit, which is making you feel a little bit more cocksure or egotistical about yourself, maybe just a little bit too much. So you just need to come back, just rein that in a little bit. But that being said, you're also extremely grounded in yourself. You are very grounded in your energy, and I think this is where the sense of security is coming in. I think that's another reason why I chose Bronzite for this deck. I just intuitively picked it. Like I say, I didn't know what the cards were, but Bronzite is a very grounding, very wholesome, very earthy energy that just brings you into the denseness of who you are. So you're very sure of yourself, you're very assertive when you need to be, and sometimes that can maybe get the better of you, where you might just be a little bit too much of that. So again, just about, and I think this is where this King of Pentacles energy, that's where this is coming in. You're very at peace with who you are, what you've got and where you are, but there are times in life where you just need to turn your back to so much stuff that is going on, that where you've come from or maybe where you're going, that you just need to just like, okay, let's just take 5 minutes, let's just have a breather, let's just give ourselves a little bit of time to just be with who I am, where I am, and just be humble and be happy. Because from this, there's a lot of, from these cards, there is a lot of abundance that is flowing through. There is a lot of wealth, and I don't mean wealth and abundance always in a monetary value, in the 3D value, but the abundance of just life in general, the friends, the family, the situations, the work, the places, the journey that you're taking. It's on a real great high vibration right now, and that's something that the first half of the year is always difficult for a lot of people, because we come through a lot of the darkness from winter, we move into spring, we start to open up to this growth, and as you move through the year, you start to be more present with yourself, and you're more present with the abundance that is actually around you. The abundance is already there, and you can feel this, you know this in your own energy, you know this within yourself, that the abundance is there. There's also possibly going to be a move or a change of trajectory. I'm thinking that maybe because of this feeling of maybe this overwhelm is making you think, okay, I've done that now, but it's maybe a little bit too much for me. It's a little bit too much for my energy. It's a little bit too much for me as the empath, I suppose, the sensitive. Even though you are grounded and you're very strong within yourself, you're also extremely sensitive. So this sensitivity is coming through with the Empress card. The sensitivity of the Empress is showing lots of nature, crystals, outdoors. It's showing lots of red. Again, red is showing this grounding energy. So the Empress is very strong within that feminine energy, and you don't have to be a woman to have the feminine energy. The masculine and feminine energy resides within each and every one of us. So just be aware of that you do feel a great connection to nature, and you need that time just to get away. And I'm feeling that maybe also placing crystals around your home, or maybe if you have your own therapy space or your own room where you meditate or work on manifestation or work on journaling, putting some gemstones or crystals around your room just to help raise that vibration and raise that divine feminine consciousness that is already there within you. And that divine feminine is also, that is kind of like what's putting a lot of stuff into fruition. So normally this is quite an unusual thing to feel, but because usually it's the masculine energy that is kind of like the force, the driving force, the doer, the creator. But this almost feels like that feminine energy that you've got within you is actually so powerful that it's almost taken hold of both energies, and it's utilizing in great balance. It's not overpowering, it's in great balance, and it's just creation, movement, creation, intuition, manifestation, spiritual growth, deep connection to the self, deep connection to who you really are, a deep connection to what you want, the direction you want to take, and how you want to take it. Really, really powerful head on your shoulders. You really know what you want to do and where you want to go, and how you're going to get there. And sometimes this feeling, it can come in waves, so ride the waves when they're there. When they're not, that is your time to retreat. So when those waves subside, that's your time to retreat. That's your energy and your body and the spirit realm that is around you giving the signal just chill now, just take time out and just allow things to just unfold. Because that force of creation, the more you put into it, you then take a step back and then you can watch it just unfold in front of you and watch it happen. That's the best place to do it from, because then you actually see the fruition and the fruits of your labor, the fruits of the stuff that you've put out there for manifestation, for creation, and for all that wonderful energy that you are putting out there. That brings us really strongly to, I was just drawn to look at this oracle card, the summer card. Bees have a wonderful vibration. Bees are amazing creatures. They are, they're so strong, they're so powerful, but they're also so gentle, but they're very resilient. They work with the collective, and that comes down to us as a collective, the hive mind kind of thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if as well that through all of this growth and all of this stuff you've been going through, you're feeling a greater connection to that everything, to that all, to the everything that is and always will be. And that is, some really, really powerful energy. Getting out into the sun, getting out into the sunlight when you can, bask in that wonderful sun energy, because the bees love the heat, they love the sun. The bees generate a lot of heat as well. I'm being shown actually a documentary I watched a long time ago about when a hornet tried to infiltrate a beehive, And what happens is basically the bees swarm the hornet and create a ball around the hornet. So what happens then is, because the bees generate so much heat, they overheat and they cook the hornet. So anything negative, anything that might intrude on your space, on your time, on your energy, you will be there. You will be on it. You will be on it so fast, and you won't allow it. You just won't allow it in, because you're so grounded, you're so openly aware, you're so intuitive, but you're also very much a creator and a doer. And from this is showing real powerful growth for the second half of this year, real powerful growth through the summer. But just remember, when you need to, take that time out, just relax, chill, and if that means just having a day doing nothing, if that means having a day just getting out into nature, if that means having a day just meditating with crystals, do it. Salt baths, all these wonderful cleansing things we can do with our own energy. Because when we do, and we don't have enough of that time to just recharge, it can have a very detrimental effect on our energetic health within that growth. So that's how, you've maintained this wonderful balance so far. You've got a very, very powerful connection with your energy. However, it can come apart if you don't keep up this routine of just do, relax, yin, yang, balance in everything, balance in life. So if you chose bronzite, that was the message for you today, and I hope you enjoyed. So the next crystal, the next pack of selection of cards we've got was the snow quartz. Let me just have a drink and just break away from that last energy. That was really powerful energy, very powerful. I could feel it just surging through me so fast. So this is a much calmer energy. This is kind of like, this is just taking me down a little bit now. So the oracle card, we've got Lord, which is about taking charge. Sometimes it's taking charge with yourself, sometimes it's taking charge with externals. Let's just see where we go with this. We've got the Six of Pentacles. So a lot of giving out, a lot of again, and another abundance card, a lot of sharing, a lot of caring, very maternal. Oh yeah, very maternal energy that's coming through with this. Probably already got children or maybe expecting, so that's something that might happen in this year. But I'm feeling very much very sacral solar plexus energy here. Oh, yep, there we go. That's really kind of firing up. Very, very sexual energy as well. Very creative, sexual. And it's not just masculine, it's masculine and feminine, as I said in the last part, as we all are. But this is really quite beautiful energy, very gentle energy, and I'm just trying to feel more into it as I've come away from the last reading into this one. I'm just trying to come away from it a little bit. But sharing, caring, and abundance of wealth from within, just an abundance of knowing. Also a balance. I'm feeling a balance. Now that's very interesting, because the card Six of Pentacles, she's holding two parcels. One parcel's red, which is lower down, one parcel's blue, which is higher up, which to me instinctively, blue being feminine, red being masculine. So the masculine can sometimes bring you down, so you're very, very feminine in your energy, but that's very good as well. That shows more flow, more intuition. You're very respectful with your own time, but you're also very respectful and courteous with other people that are around you. And this is where the energy of gift giving comes from. So when I talk about sacral solar plexus energy, I'm not just talking about this confidence and sexuality and creation. It's also, that maternal energy is there. So very, very loving energy. It's really nice to sit in actually this, and I'm just feeling tingles all around me. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. So whoever you are getting this, kudos to you to where you are currently. I'm also seeing, so we've got the Two of Wands next. So the Two of Wands is about okay, you've got your visions possibly elsewhere, or maybe with this feeling of possible children coming in, child energy. This could be something where you're having to travel, or you're having to move into a new identity of self, where you've played this role for so long. You've got this wonderful motherly, intuitive feeling, but there is some sort of level of change, movement, travel that is going to have to come in. I'm feeling actually, and I'm hearing overseas, partner overseas. So maybe you've been having a long distance relationship. Maybe you're in one country, they're in another, and you're having to now make the leap. And you're waiting. That is what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling. You're currently waiting till you get either the message, the call, the notification as she stands there with a phone. You're just waiting. You're just biding your time, but you're keeping yourself centered. You're keeping yourself grounded. You're keeping yourself in that wonderful, powerful place of maternal instinct, of intuition, of that wonderful, wonderful, loving energy, because you can almost sense and taste and feel what is overseas, what is ahead for you, and you're kind of chomping at the bit to get there. But we've also got Temperance, so you just need to kind of just take your time, tune into that flow, tune into that. She's got one foot on the earth, one foot in the water. So earth, water, masculine, divine, creating that balance, and just that balance is a wonderful place to be, because it teaches you temperance, it teaches you patience, it just gives you that spaciousness to just be. And the more spaciousness that you can get within yourself, where you can just be, the more wonderful things will flow. The more wonderful things will flow through you. And I think this is where this Lord card's coming in. The Lord card itself is about taking charge with authority, and about standing fast. So you also need to stand fast with what you want to do and how you want to get there, because so sometimes this feminine energy can be very kind of and very floaty, and very not want to kind of push too much. But sometimes we just need that reminder that a push isn't always bad, a push isn't always negative, and it doesn't have to be negative. It's just it's nice to be able to push, to remind ourselves that we can do that. We can create that reality that we want. So if you're holding back, if you're taking time, don't do it. Just put it out there that maybe I wouldn't even I'm feeling drawn to say, put a time limit on it. That's what I'm feeling. So, give it a time limit of when you want this to happen. And that in itself is just a little nudge in the right direction. And again, it doesn't have to be an overseas thing. This is just, where she is, where she's standing. She's looking overseas. She's expecting something to happen from outside. So it's outside of her. So it's a change or it could be a he. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter whether it's male or female or whoever they are, or however they identify these days. You have to be really, really careful. But it's something external is going to happen. It's either going to travel to you, or you're going to travel to them. And that is what's happening. But this balance, this patience, this temperance, this wonderful feeling of just it's just, I don't want this reading to change really, because it's just a wonderful, wonderful, flowing, intuitive, divine energy, and I'm just feeling it just tingling all over me, like, and internally, and it's just really, really nice, and just a wonderful, motherly, sensitive, gentle energy. But like I say, sometimes that gentle energy just needs to take charge. It just needs to have a little nudge in the right direction, because that nudge in the right direction is the masculine that is pushing through just to create. That masculine will push through, and then you'll push, you'll create, and then you can just, okay. And then you can feel where it's going to go from then, because you're so intuitive, you're so in tune with your own energy, you're so in tune with your very spirit, your very calling of who you are. And you may be watching this thinking, what the hell are you talking about? I haven't got a clue who I am, where I'm going, what I'm going to do. But believe you me, you do. If you just connect to yourself on a conscious level, if you're not meditating yet, you need to meditate. You need to really just give yourself that time. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day. Build up your practice. Become more in tune with yourself. Once you become in tune with yourself and your own energy, you will realize how much is there within you, just wanting to be let out. There's that solar plexus going again. I think you are subsiding an element of your confidence. I think you are subsiding because you're so in this wonderful flow state that confidence energy that you're subsiding is connected to your masculine energy. So that masculine energy, the confidence, the drive, the doing, the going, that is your direct connection to your masculine energy. So that actual doing is what you need to do. That's the feelings that I'm getting here now. It's really, yeah, and you may be experiencing some stomach issues. If you are experiencing stomach issues or any issues around that solar plexus area, stomach, liver, spleen, all that area around there, or even muscular, maybe you have muscular issues around the stomach, it's all directly connected to solar plexus, and just a change in that energy will allow that energy to flow and open up, and it'll give you a wonderful level of healing, internal healing. When you connect to that energy, it really will. It's gonna just open you up, and once you open that solar plexus, like boom, it's gonna be like Kundalini. It's just gonna whoosh, it's just gonna go up. It's gonna go into your heart, and you're just gonna be, yeah, wow. I'm just feeling that all over. Yeah, you're really gonna shift. You're really gonna go places. Yeah. You're probably going through some sort of spiritual awakening actually, or some sort of Kundalini is about to happen, and currently it's stuck around about the solar plexus, and that is your drive, that's your confidence, that's your go. So yeah, you also get a lot of message when you receive messages. You get a lot of that through the solar plexus as well, and it moves up into the being, so you can be more aware of it intuitively. So you may get a bit of that as well. Yeah, but I think where you are currently, it's a beautiful place. Don't sit there for too long. If it's something that needs to get done, give it a time limit and get it done. Take charge with your authority. You know, you are your own creator, you are your own manifester. So your words, your actions, what you feel, how you speak, you put that out there and you will create that reality. But don't have an expectation on how long it's going to take. You know, the universe has so much stuff to try and sort out, and so much stuff to do, especially as we go through this ascension process on the earth. There is so much going on our planet currently, as well as in the cosmos, the galaxy, and the rest of the universe. So, but you are being guided, you are being supported. That intuition that you were so closely connected with is your guidance. It is your spirit, it is your family that are giving you the clarity that you need to move forward. Okay, so snowy quartz, if that was you, that's your message for today. And third, final, but by no means last, if you chose amethyst, then here's some messages for you. Let me just have another drink just to disconnect from that last. But yeah, that was really lovely energy for snowy quartz. Right, okay, so Oracle card, we've got Medicine Guardian, which is about healing. This message here, what I'm feeling, is very much a healing message. This is for someone that is going through something. They're going through a split, they're going through a breakup, they're going through a divorce, they're going through some sort of ending of cycles. Yeah, so we've got the Lovers. We've got Justice. We've got Magician. Yeah, so very much a healing message, this one. I think you just need, I don't know why I'm rubbing my face, but I think you just need to give yourself some pamper time, some downtime. You need to tune back into yourself. You need to separate from any external attachments that you're feeling just like bogged down with. I'm definitely feeling like a breakup of some sort or a separation of something. So it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a child, it could be a pet, it could be a family member, it could be a house, anything that you can create an attachment with. Because even though we look at the Lovers card, it's two people hand in hand. That's just like kind of symbology, really. So it doesn't have to be that. It's like, I love this room. I love this room that I'm in, that I do my healing work in, but if I had a separation to this room or it went away, then that is a direct connection to something that I love. It's a direct connection to that attachment. So don't just think of it as being two people or two physical entities. It can be anything. So that separation can come from anywhere or anything. There is going to be some justice that needs to be played out. So again, this separation, it could involve a home. It could be separate. It could be the separation of two people where there is a home involved, and you're having to go through the whole solicitor thing, the probate thing, whatever it might be. All that sort of 3D baggage that comes along with this kind of stuff is what is having to be played out, and justice will be played out. And it won't be, I don't feel that it's going to be like one person's going to be victorious and one person isn't. I think it's going to end or come to a head and just be. It's just going to be an acceptance between the two things of whatever they are, whether it is people or places or situations. It's just going to come to an end. It'll just be an acceptance. And that's going to be very balancing. That's going to be and just as I looked at the time there, very balancing. I saw 33. So as I said, the word balance, that Christ consciousness comes through to create balance for that situations. That is what's going to happen. There will be balance. And again, 33 brings me to the card, the Magician. Magic comes from everywhere and everything. So any situation that teaches us something, shows us something, takes us in a direction, is magic being manifested into the 3D. So even though you may have to go through the whole justice thing, the justice thing is teaching you something from that place that you're in. From that place that you're in, you can either sit and wallow in that energy, or you can be the magician and you can create a new energy. At the end of the day, it's all down to you. It's your decision how you want to react and how you want to be within this. And again, I think because this is a healing message, sometimes it can seem heavy, sometimes it can seem dark, sometimes there is no dark or light. I don't know why I use that word. There is no dark or light. It's all just balance. So whatever happens is a reflection and a lesson. So whatever happens in life, whatever happens to you, it is teaching you something. So, for instance, if, say, somebody did something and I didn't like it, I didn't like what they did, that then is teaching me, well, why don't you like it? What is it about you that you don't like? So then you go a little bit deeper with it, and you do a lot of healing work through that. So any situation in life, any person, any place, whatever may happen is giving you a direct message, and it's giving you a level of healing. Because every single moment that you're consciously aware, or even like asleep or subconsciously aware, the healing is taking place, whether it's in dream, whether it's in astral, whether it's in meditation, whether it's in theta state, whether it's in alpha state, whether it's in gamma state. There's a lot of different states to be, and that healing is taking place. And that healing is magical. It's a magical place to be, because the more we kind of shut off this and sit in the place of negativity and go to a place of balance and harmony, things become lighter, things become better, things become freer. It's very much like the analogy that I make in a lot of my videos. In a recent video I made with regards to the Reiki principles, and anger and worry are energies that keep us stuck, that keep us attached to events, places, people, situations. And once we actually realize the attachment and the negative effect that those attachments are creating, they start to detach automatically, just because of your consciousness. That's how powerful you are. That's how much magic you can actually bring into your reality and into your life. And similar to the message in the previous reading, don't set an expectation on how long something is going to take for you to create it, or for you to put that into your reality, because there is so much that needs to be put into balance. And that is not just within you, that's within family, that's within ancestrals, that's within the whole trauma of whatever you may be going through, whatever situation this may be, this split. So take time and know that magic is happening, and that magic actually happens through you. It happens directly through you. So you can either create black magic or you can create white magic. The black magic is where you focus more on the negativity. So people, when they're constantly in a place of negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative emotions, they're manifesting and creating that all the time. And they're just bringing more and more of that energy upon themselves. And it's only when they start to see and realize that actually, the more I think about this, the more I create. So then you need to kind of like slowly start to like unwire and move back to more conscious thinking, where you're thinking more positively. That also can create imbalance, because then you come to a place of where this side of things is fighting to keep hold, because you just want to change that negative mind loop. But the magician within you will find a way. And maybe even discovering this reading for you, if you've chosen this crystal and this set of cards, this is a direct message for you now, for you to create your own reality, your own dimension. And just know that wherever you're sitting, whatever side of the fence you're sitting on, is exactly what you're creating. So sometimes you just need to take a look over the fence, and that little look will just think, oh, that is. So something else that I'm feeling now is this separation of internal energy as well. So it's almost like a split between two energies. So not just you and somebody else, or you and something else, but also I'm feeling an internal split of energy as well. So it's just about coming back to that place of harmony, and being on the fence is a really, really powerful place to be. A lot of people don't like it because then you're not choosing a side. But that is exactly where you need to be. You need to be in a place where you're not choosing a side. Because if you are, if you are indifferent with regards to this or that, then it just is, and it's just a way of being. Then you discover that way of being is majority of the time being created by being created by the mind, and that separation of energy is also created by the mind. It's creating that split. So again, very, very healing message. And I can't stress this enough, that meditation or practicing some form of mindfulness will help to balance this and bring your energy back into alignment, and it will open things up. And again, that will create this magical energy that you have within you. You just need to find yourself. You just need to have that strength of knowing within yourself that even though whatever has happened, whatever you've gone through, you can overcome it. You can find your light, and you can step into a new reality just by your very own creation. And that, my friends, is medicine. That is healing. That is just being in tune with yourself, who you are, and life in general. Life likes to throw things at us all the time. If it doesn't throw things at us, where is the learning going to come from? How are you going to change? How are you going to develop? How are you going to manifest? How are you going to work with energy? And a lot of people think, people talk about energy, it's all woo-woo, but it's science. It's scientifically proven that energy is everything, so you can't say it's woo-woo because it's fact. And energy comes in all forms, and once you start to get an understanding of how it is, that's where the magic happens. That's where you create balance, that's how you create harmony, and that's how you come back into your light, into your one true self. So very much a healing message for anyone that chose Amethyst, and just know that whatever you do, you can overcome, and you will find a way, and you will find that light, you will find that balance. And now after those readings, just take a few nice deep breaths in. Take some wonderful cleansing exhales. Come back to your body, come back to your very spirit. Put your awareness in your feet, wiggle your fingers, come back to your sense of who you are. I'd like to thank the guides, anyone in spirit, my protectors, my angels, the archangels, and anyone that helped to guide these messages today. I give you love and gratitude and thanks for your guiding light, for your protection, and for your love. And I give thanks for you for watching today and enjoying these messages. I hope they resonate. Like I said at the beginning, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You may receive information from multiple areas of each card. It doesn't mean that one message is wrong and you picked the wrong crystal. Doesn't matter about that. The information just comes through, and sometimes you will just tune in to an aspect of that. So I hope you enjoyed. Do like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. If you would like to see more, I have a full playlist of tarot readings, oracle card readings, predictions, and things like that in a playlist, which I will link below. So do go and check it out. Also, for those that I've advised in these readings about meditation, I also have a meditation playlist, which you will find linked below as well. So if you are new to meditation or a dab hand at meditation, do check that playlist out, because there's some really, really great meditations in there, if I do say so myself. So have a beautiful, beautiful day wherever you are. Happy summer solstice. Happy strawberry full moon in June, and I will see you in the next video. Much love. Namaste.